guys, it's Rick Shaw here. It's the 11th of August 2021. We have a pleasant morning. It's about 78 degrees and the humidity meter's on 60. Slight breeze. We had rain pretty much the whole day yesterday, so we got out and did our big food shopping. We had 4 carts. We had the car so full. I was really happy to just jam the house full of food again. I bought extras to everything because last month we got down to Mother Hubbard's cupboard was bare because of the way our money transfer went. I always do. First thing I do when I get my check is I do our big grocery shop and I fill everything up. And this month, taking so long for it, and the money we had in the house, I hate to spend it, so we were just going day by day to get food because I didn't want to, go do the big shopping, and then the transfer company saying, "Oh, well, sorry, we had to restart your transfer, and it could have been another 2 weeks." You just not really good how they're doing me on the transfers. But that was pretty much 11 days before it got to me in this age of the internet, which to me is really ridiculous. It's just terrible. But the kids stayed with the tutor because Grandma can't get here. She can't get out of Laguna. We just had one of our buddies. We just heard last night that he passed away. Our friend Jojo. Gonna miss seeing him. We bought the house where his mother was living when we first moved here. He's always been a good fella. He retired a few years back and came back to the Philippines. He was working in Malaysia, but now we won't even be able to go to the funeral because of this lockup stuff. We heard that it's going to just be a short 3-day, and then they're going to bury him. I don't even know where yet, but we'll find out pretty soon. But this convict thing is just what they got. Now, my wife was saying she was reading on the Facebook, I know it's Cavite, that's where he's at, that you're supposed to notify the barangay of any funeral, and then they come in and I guess they want you to be tested, and there's swabs and all this kind of stuff for this convict nonsense. Just a real bummer. But that's what they were doing there. It just seems like this, guys. It just seems like this is never going to end. It just keeps the same old stuff, and that's what makes me think that it's something other than what they're saying it is. It's a control thing. So didn't like that. And then Faye's going to go out and get the bills paid today. We had a real bummer thing at the bank. I went to get money out for the bill money for the electric and the gas, and Security Bank is really horrible for having cash machines that have cash. Pretty much we got to go to the one right in front of the bank. So I went ahead and I took out like 10 for keeping around the house, and then I bought propane. We went up to the Padre Garcia and got all our fruits and vegetables and did like that. And they hit me for 159 pesos on each withdrawal. And these banks are going to once if this ever goes to like a cashless society, what I know that they're pushing for, then these banks are going to do whatever the hell they want. And then if somebody don't like what you say or think, then they can just shut you off. They'll just shut your money off. And you look here, all the places that I know, big places that hire, you don't get paid with a check or anything. You can go cash or anything like that. You get paid right through a debit card. They give you a debit card, and that's how you get your money. No, that's really something. Now I had a debit card for the one job, and they missed pay on me. They didn't get all my pay, and I complained about it. I'm like, hey, you're shorting me a whole bunch, because I had tons of overtime and bonuses never got. So I complained, and then finally, a year or so later, after they changed to a new company, transfer company. They put all this money in, and it was almost $500 worth, because it happened over quite a long time. And they said, oh, it was put on the old debit card. Well, the old debit card, I forgot the dang password, and you couldn't go into the bank and say anything. I couldn't go in there. I went inside the bank and said, look, I can't remember the password. We haven't used this one for a year. Here's my card. They put the money in there. Can I get the money out? And they said, no, you have to have the password. And I said, ma'am, this is me. Here's all my ID. Here's a passport. Here's all my paperwork from work, everything. And they said, nope, can't have it without the passport. That's the rules. You know, and it was just rigid. And I'm like, gosh. So it's still sitting in that account. Even though I went back to work, they said once it's put in, they can't get it back out unless I get the password. So it's a real bummer. It's almost $500. I think it's $480 or something. And can't have it. Company's done because they paid it. And the bank, it was RCBC. I still have the card, but I don't remember the password. It wasn't a password you could change. It was something that they gave you. You know what I mean? And the way I do my passports or passwords, I can usually remember them by the card. And I wished I'd have wrote it down somewhere, but I didn't. You know, I just took the number they gave me, and you know, they wouldn't let you change it. At least on that one. Now, when I got the new one, when they put us through Metro Bank, that one you went to a machine. You had to go to a machine. You couldn't do it online. You went to a machine, and then it prompted you to put a new password in, and you had a 6-digit one instead of a 4. Now that password that I had on the RCBC, I don't know why I can't remember that number. But when they give me a number that I have no reference to or anything like that, I guess old-timer's disease set in. Can't remember it. So, but that's a bummer about our buddy JoJo. Hate to see him go, but it's going to happen to us all, guys. But we are having a beautiful day. Look at that. Get the grass all cut. Saw a lot of birds this morning. When I was out on my walk, lots of birds were chirping and stuff. Chickens weren't making too much noise, just like now. They're not making a lot of noise today, but a lot of little chirping birds. I think because of the grass here, a lot of bugs are flying around, so the birds are hunting in the grass. And the other thing I'm seeing a lot of too, especially when they cut the grass, they have these birds like a little roadrunner. It's not like a killdeer that pretends it's got a broken wing and then runs away. These look like roadrunner. They're a little like kind of looking like a Cornish game hen type thing, and but they boogie. I mean, these things can cover some ground, and if you do get too close to them, they fly, and they can really move out pretty good. So I'll have to see if I can get a picture of them. It's just I don't usually carry the phone around when I'm walking in the mornings. But we got a lot of pigeons around here too. I remember when I was in the States, a lot of the Filipino guys had those racing pigeons. And the one fellow made enough money on his pigeon to go out and buy a brand spanking new car. He went out and bought a Kia. Can't remember the model number, but it wasn't like the Rio. It was the next one up, and he got a real nice one. He let me drive it. I was like, wow, this is a nice car. I didn't fit in it. You know, I had a Rio, but I didn't fit in this next size one up. The roof line was too low, but he was a Filipino guy, so he fit in there just perfect. But what they would do is they take these pigeons, you know, 1,000 miles away, and they put on their ankle, they put a little code, and then when the pigeon gets back to its coop, the first one that calls in that code is the winner. And these guys, I saw them betting on different people's pigeon. The one fella, he didn't have pigeons, but he bet on them. He bet on which pigeon was gonna win. And I mean, these guys, I've seen as much as $50,000 change hand, not pesos, $50,000. You know, these guys really get into the big stuff. The one fella I knew there, he was an importer of different kind of whiskeys and stuff. Did it right out of his house. He lived in an area where he was zoned for commercial residential. So he had this big, like hacienda-style house, and basically all the rooms were storerooms for his fancy whiskeys and stuff. He gave me a case one time of the white label Johnny Walker. 6 bottles in there, and smooth, very smooth. But we got a lot of them here. I haven't seen too many places where they got the pigeon coops. A lot of chicken places, that's for sure. But that's the way that goes. But I'm going to let you go. Just an easy morning. I still got to go up and do my Watson shopping today, and I want to go up and look at that table again that we're thinking of getting for the living room. Either this month I was going to get the cabinet out here or the table, and I'd rather get the house inside finished first, to get all the stuff up, so these little drawers aren't too crammed. I want to get get those 3 big drawers so I can get all of our karaoke stuff and changers in one drawer, and then I'll have one for when we get the computer, and we'll use that kind of as a computer table. And then I want to get all the power for the TV and everything. I want to look while I'm at the mall today to find a power strip that has a flat plug. The ones, every power strip I have has the plug that plugs straight in, that sticks out this far from the wall. Well, my thing is I got about that much room behind the TV for the thing. And if I'd have known better, I would have actually had that plug put up a little higher, because the TV, the rack I got, can angle out. Now they have when I had my big Mitsubishi TV in the States, you could actually pull it away from the wall. It had little sliders, things like that, and I could pull that thing out from the wall quite a bit. And it would have been a no problem. But I couldn't find that one here. The store had them for sale. We even went to the hardware store. This one just tilts, but what it does, when it tilts it's even less space, because it like angles it in a little bit when you tilt it. But now the TV has a flat one. The TV came with a flat. Hi, baby. How you doing, precious? Oh, hi, baby.
You want some chocolate?
Oh, yeah, we'll get some when you're done with school. That's my little sweetheart just getting up. Say good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, guys, I got to get this little man right here. You ready to go to school?
Yeah.
Okay. He loves school. He's having a blast. So I'm glad all 3 of them really dig their school, and that's more than half the battle, guys. They gotta like it, otherwise it's just it's no good. It's not like it's peas and carrots. So you guys all take care. What do you gotta say, sweetheart?
Big shout out. Don't forget to pray for each other. This is Rich. Big shout out. Bye bye.